All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for joining us. How is everyone? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. All right. Looks like my audio works. You can turn that off now. Okay. How's everyone? Let's get them shouts out of the way. Who do we have here? So Cody Hernandez, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Cottrell Eberwine, how's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Deborah, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Doc Intel, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Deborah, the next time you have a chance to speak to William, please tell him I said hello, and I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's doing well. Who else do we have out there? Buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Everybody, Buckle Up Let's Go is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, blow him up with an orbital cannon, show that man some love. You know how we do it here. Giannis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Buckle up, let's go. No problem, brother. No problem at all. Okay, folks, let's do this. Let's hop in. Running a little late today. I got back from the gym really late. Yeah, that's my fault. Got back a little late today. IRL stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. And hope everybody out there is doing well. So, if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's go ahead and transition. And let's bring up OBS. Also, for anybody out there who's new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description section. Okay, since this is a No Man's Sky stream, I'm going to leave it at that. And we are transitioned. Okay, so as mentioned yesterday, what we're going to do is let's start with the Atlas storied quest. We're going to continue with the storied quest on this save. And provided there's time left in the stream, what we will do after that is continue the ugly Sentinel ship hunt. So let's start here. And I have no idea where I left off. None. No idea. So let's start this party. And what we're basically doing is bringing this save forward in terms of all of its storied quest. Just in case. Okay, I totally forgot that I had this this moth-style Sentinel ship. Hold on. Don't ask me where I found this one. This was a random find. This was a random Sentinel ship that I found during an expedition. I think during the Corvettes expedition, as a matter of fact. Yeah, exactly. Buckle up. We left off at 16. we did. Stuart Laker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Don't ask me where I found this ship. I can't remember. But it does have tank treads. Okay, so what were we doing? The first traveler. Let Apollo know of Artemis's fate. Return to space to make contact. Okay, so that's where we are. What ships do we have anyway? So that's my Corvette. That's some random ship that I found. What is that? I don't even know what that is. That's another random ship. What is with all these random ships? What is this? What is that? Hold on. Oh, that's my other Corvette. Yeah, that is... Okay. Yeah, that's my Diamondback Explorer. That's the Diamondback Explorer from Elite Dangerous. That's what that is. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's go back. Let's get the Daily Driver out here. Excuse me. All right, where is my Daily Driver? I swear, they're making me walk all the way over here for this. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. What we're going to do is continue the Atlas storied quest. or the Artemis story quest, since in this playthrough we allowed Artemis to live. He's chilling out in the simulation, so he's just fine. Artemis is okay. Artemis is alive. We got to let Apollo know what happened. Okay, let's go. And thank you guys for joining us today. Yeah, don't ask me where I found this Sentinel ship. I don't remember. Let's see, what resources do we have? Well, we got a bunch of echolocators. We got... Oh, that's from the previous expedition. The Mecha Mouse, that's from the previous expo. We got a bunch of those. We got some of that. We can put that in the ship. The salt we really don't need. What do we have for a multi-tool? Okay, B class. That's not too bad. 2 connected supercharged slots, not too bad. We're using the scatter blaster. Okay, and we have a fully upgraded, well, almost fully upgraded mining beam. Almost. Okay, not doing badly. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of glass too. We got a whole bunch of glass. Okay, it's Apollo. There he is. Are you receiving? The holoterminus is showing. Available again. Your signal was... Thought you were gone. It is a relief to hear Apollo again, excuse me. I feel like we have not spoken in a long time. Explain. I tried to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, the vast machine, the crimson orb. So apparently we were just at... Hey, Girl Cyan, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? It's good to see you. Just playing through some of the Artemis story quests so we can move this story forward. As I talk, I realize the memories themselves are unstable, that I cannot form them in my mind. It is just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think I saw the Atlas itself. Well, that's exactly where we are. That's where we were, I should say. You saw it, you met the Atlas, the Gex, the Korvax. They worshipped it as a god. Yep. Never thought it was real. Never thought. Yeah, you know, I keep getting these two mixed up. This is Apollo. This is not Null. This is... Yeah, I keep forgetting. Null is the other guy. We got to meet him soon, too. Oh, you're all right? I can't imagine what you've gone through. Let's just say that it was not a god. I tell Apollo of the things the Atlas said, how it spoke of travelers and sentinels as if we were protocols and not living things. The way it views us, the way it looked at me, I felt as if life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. Well, at least it didn't harm you. And I think there's something in what you said. The Korvax pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe them to be servants of the Atlas. We should investigate further. This machine can lead us to the Sentinels' nest. We'll be rich before we know it. Okay, let's say... agree. Okay, so we're talking about Null. Artemis is dead. I don't... Well, Artemis is not dead. Apollo is a traveler like us, where Null is the first traveler. I don't like Null much. Yeah, exactly. Null is the first traveler. He is. You don't like Null very much? What happened to them? Have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye if I can. Let's say, let's tell them the choice. I tell Apollo that Null gave me a way of saving Artemis to restore them to a form of life. Apollo is initially excited at the prospect of going to meet Artemis, but I explained the nature of what I did. I tell them that Artemis' soul lives only within a simulation, unable to go beyond. It's a long time before Apollo speaks again. Will they be happy? Let's say I hope so. Let's be optimistic. So Buckle Up, Let's Go says, in Remnant I spawned in as Apollo. Are you serious? That's actually pretty cool. You did the right thing. You tried whatever you might be feeling right now. Know that you're a good friend. You have to go through the portal and join you, or have to go through a portal and join you. That much is clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right address for what world of yours, for that world of yours, excuse me. Find a monolith, search for patterns, in the data. These things are machines, and we simply need to understand their code. Okay. Ancient monolith detected. This is the easy way to find a monolith, by the way. Of course, it's on the gamma-intensive planet. Hold on. Oh, what kind of protections do we have on this character? We've got heat. We've got shields. That's a pretty decent shield. Nice. Oh, we've got that. We've got cold. Okay, well, I guess that's something better than nothing. Let's move this over here. Move that over there. Yeah, we got a lot of freaking glass. Let's crack one of these open. Okay, so those are weapon shards. Did we get any? We got even more glass. Hold on. Oh, we got 3 Sentinel weapon shards, but no upgrades. No Sentinel exosuit upgrades. All right. Seriously? Still no Sentinel weapon suit upgrade or exosuit upgrades. Yeah, the weapon shards we don't really need because we're not running a bolt caster, but all right. Let's crack open some more. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Okay, exosuit. What do we got? Oh, we got one up here. That's actually pretty good. That one's pretty good. Let's see what we got. Shield strength, efficiency. And this is... Now, those two kind of suck. They do kind of suck. Let's pull those. Yeah, we're min-maxing right now. This one is... Oh, that's trash. That's complete trash. That one is complete trash. Okay, well, for the time being, we'll plug these in and use them. That one is complete trash. Okay, that's better than nothing, I suppose. All right. Let's go. So Doc Intel said, what Doc Intel says, excuse me, what kind of gets me, I got the glyphs for Null to join me, but I never heard from him again. True. Buckle up, let's go, says Deadbeat Traveler. Yep. Yeah, you get to meet Null, like, well, you don't meet him, but you hear from him one last time before you go through the Galactic Core. Okay, what's that planet? What do we got here? Damp, ancient bones, vile brood, copper, paraffinium, cobalt. Okay. Not bad. So for anybody just joining us, we're playing through the Artemis storied quest, just because. Here we go. Put that in ship, 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 ship. Okay. Yeah, just had to do something with all that glass. Don't even ask me how I got all that glass. I have no idea. Probably during a previous expedition. That'd be my guess. Yeah. And don't ask me where I found this Sentinel ship. I'm pretty sure I found this one during an expedition too. Don't even know where it is. Okay, so we have an approximate location. We can probably see it.
Incoming storm.
Okay, that is an unknown building. Excuse me. Let's just take... It's right there. Found it. Yeah, of course. Deborah, exactly. Of course the Sentinel started it. We just finished it. Yeah, we totally kicked their glass. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Grah. Totally kicked the Sentinel's glass. Okay, do we have? Yes, we do.
Technology recharge.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Pennywise, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, locate a portal. Okay. Null, the first freaking traveler. So Buckle Up Let's Go says you get to enjoy the soul stealing all over again on this save. Don't even remind me, man. That was wrong. That was probably the most disturbing thing I'd ever done in any video game. How do you justify that? How do you justify literally yoinking a fallen traveler from their grave? That is messed up. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. Who knew that someone at Hello Games had an evil streak? Who knew that? But that is true. We only got 1,800 Quicksilver on this character anyway, so it's not like we can get a Void Egg. And look at them lightning flashes. So that means there are...
Threat detected.
Excuse me. That means there are... Wait, that dude's got some money on him. Hold on. That dude's got some money. Yeah, we're going after this dude. $345,000 bounty. Yeah, we're going after him. He ain't getting away. He got some money.
Hostile ships approaching.
Yeah, he gonna give me that money.
Hostile ships deleted.
Got him. He's dead. That dude's dead. We got him. So Deborah says, I'm doing the Void Egg on my last 2 saves right now. I think tomorrow I'll do the soul stealing on one of them as the 4th part waiting today. Yeah, that's the only real problem with the Void Eggs and the Living Ship quest. It takes 5 days. I don't so much mind. I think it's a very good... I think it's a very good narrative-driven short quest, if you will. Oh, is that an abandoned building? Let's go check it out. What we got over here? What is this? Oh no, this is a manufacturing facility. Okay, never mind. All right, here we go. I hope I got enough for this.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
There we go. All right.
Recharge.
And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're just playing through a little bit of the Atlas/Artemis storied quest. Okay. Okay, so those are the glyphs if you want them. Not what I wanted to do, but okay. Okay. So yeah, so we got the address, so what do we need to do now? Portal glyphs to Apollo at a hollow terminus. Let's go. Oh, buckle up, let's go. Yeah, they do. I noticed specifically
Incoming storm.
that you have to recharge portals that that you've used multiple times. Typically, it happens after a major update, after a title update. So whenever there's like a major title update for No Man's Sky, yes. All of the portals tend to lose their charge, and you got to recharge them. So, yep, that's a thing. All right, get your free stuff. We can refine that, thank you. Cathaxis Dragonheart, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Dope. All right. That's better. So Deborah says, you have high K switching galaxies. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Doc Intel says, the one I have bases at only had to charge them up once. Yeah, Doc Intel, the funny thing is that even at portals where I've got a base set up, I've had to recharge those portals multiple times, but that typically only happens after a major title update. So for me, it's after a title update. A ball, how's it going? Welcome, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, it's Apollo. He looks nothing like the guy from Battlestar Galactica. That's all I'm going to say. Have you found the glyphs for the world? Let's say I found them. Okay, give the glyphs. Okay, before I go, they advised me to find out what I can do for this so-called null, or what I can from this so-called null. They warned me to be careful, too. Okay, Null, the first freaking traveler.
Storm clearing.
Oh, of course the storm clears now. Of course it does. Hey, Mr. Lightbulb, how are you? King of GTA Plus, thanks for joining us. Dan Morris, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Okay. 2 lost souls, one who cared too much and one who cared too little. Their lives have not become what was promised, have they? This dude's always speaking in riddles. Every sentient being that has ever lived has felt that way at some point. I know I did. Once upon a time, I was angry, confused at my own solitude. Imagine my surprise when you awoke me. The Atlas. Why does he need our help? Let's just accept, whatever. There's an observatory nearby. It will lead you to the location of a crashed freighter of great interest to our investigation. There will be. Let's back up. There we will find the first secret. I'm sure of it. Okay. I know that the Atlas is neither enemy nor friend to us. No more than the air or wind might be called such names. But it is terrified. It is in pain, and we have a responsibility to help its suffering, no matter the cost. Screw the Atlas. Dan Red, hello sir, how are you? Good to see you, thanks for joining us. So Deborah says, I think switching galaxies is a factor in charging up as well. I think you're right. Changing galaxies does seem to affect whether or not portals maintain their charge. Morris, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, Dan Red is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channels. He's on Twitch and YouTube. Check him out. Show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam, people. You know how we do it. Before we go, never pass up. Hold it. Don't be shooting at me, Bo. Don't be whipping me. Never pass up a piece of condensed carbon. Always get your condensed carbon. All right. This planet's got the worst topology I've ever seen. Excuse me, boyos. Coming through, coming through. Let's refine this while we're waiting. Jay Hardy, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just doing a little bit of No Man's Sky today. And hope you guys are all doing well. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So we have to go to an observatory. First, we got to go back to the space anomaly. So let's go talk to Nada and Polo. Jay Hardy says, I love this game. This game is phenomenal. No Man's Sky is absolutely freaking phenomenal. It's one of the best games I've ever played. How are we for fuel? We got plenty of that. We got plenty of that. We got pyrite. Okay, looks like we're doing all right for fuel. Okay. So we don't need to make a pit stop. Yeah, this is one of the best games I've ever played. And the best part about, the best thing about No Man's Sky, in my opinion, is that the developer, Hello Games, they never gave up on the game. They stuck with it, and they made it better than it was when it first released. Beyond that, Hello Games has never charged for updates or for DLCs. There are no microtransactions. All updates are free. And Hello Games is probably one of the only game developers and publishers that knows how to treat their community right. So they get nothing but my respect. Absolutely love those guys. Okay, we got to go talk to Polo and Nada. Let's see what's on their mind. Hey, Nada, what's up, buddy? Nada's got that cool outfit, man. I like that outfit. You are becoming more visible to Nada, traveler friend. Your eyes lend themselves to our small convergent. This makes Nada happy. Nada is not happy with other events. Portals are infected, a vector for corruption. Artemis entity perished in the portal. Apollo entity will not spread corruption. Danger. Excuse me. I'm reading ahead. Apollo entity will only spread corruption. Danger. So we know about Apollo now. Ask more. Atlas Falsity watches the portals. Portals belong to them. Those who enter may belong to the Atlas Falsity. Great danger. So now we know who built the portals, the Atlas. Okay, now we can go visit the observatory. So Deborah says, not yet, probably tomorrow, as my other saves have no extra ship spots. I love ship hunting, or excuse me, living ships too much. But tomorrow, I do the 5th part of the Void Egg quest on my player, who has plain Sentinel ships. Is there any such thing as a plain Sentinel ship? That's the question. No, Sentinel ships aren't necessarily plain. They're just really good-looking ships and really ugly ones. Okay, so not a friend does not trust the portals. Scared of rampancy of the Crimson Hunter. But I do not fear it in the same way. What might we discover, traveler friend? What might we learn from them? They have the same roots as you, as our home, as all this universe. Ask about fear. Not as scared we may lose our home. I'm scared if we forget the world outside. Do not let us forget, traveler friend. He says, I'm scared I will forget the world outside. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go. Before we go, I don't think I have anything over here, do I? No, we don't. We're good. We could just want to make sure. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, let's go. Visit Null at the observatory. And of course, it's an approximate location. Of course it is. Jay Hardy says, I'll be watching and eating some pizza and no pineapples tonight. Bro, don't even start with the pineapple pizza. That stuff is, ugh. Pineapple pizza is disgusting. That's sacrilege. Okay, so we're looking for the observatory, which we should be able to see. Okay, that's the approximate location. I don't think we need to get out. We just gotta slow down. Let's hover a bit. Because I really don't want to look for this thing. There it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. So, Dan Morris says, found a streamer last night called Irish Guy Plays. He said Light No Fire might be an easy version of the Atlas's creation before space travel was created. Good theory. That's actually a pretty good theory. What a lot of people think is that Light No Fire is the prequel to No Man's Sky. And that depending on how our play choices and our play style in Light No Fire, that'll dictate the course of how Light No Fire actually leads into No Man's Sky. That's what some people think. Giannis says, pineapple pizza is great. Hey, Giannis, I will pay you good money to eat all that pineapple pizza. You can have all of it. Tell me where you want me to cash app you. You can have all of it. But yeah, that's the going theory right now on Light No Fire, that the whole medieval single planet type of experience that we're going to have for Light No Fire is literally the prequel to No Man's Sky. There are way too many similarities between both, not just the two games, but the story of both games. I think that's going to I think it's going to be a very good lead up into No Man's Sky. Okay, we are here. Why is everything floating? Okay, whatever. Everything's floating. What is that? Okay, here we are, the observatory. The Viking dude. Okay, here we go. We don't... You know what? We can talk to him. He'll probably give us a good multi-tool. Let's talk to the guy. The warrior's... The warrior's nostrils flare as I approach. They inhale deeply, tasting the humid air that has followed me in to this once sterile facility. They bark out what could only be a warning. Or what could be a warning? Oh my God. I hurriedly meme. What's that meme? I hurriedly mime that I am peaceful and know little of their kind or language. Interloper. Carbon. Whatever. They take a second to think, then grab my multi-tool while barking. Barking again at my visor. That's funny. Streaking it with saliva. They're spitting on my visor. Okay. They point at the mining beam, charge indicator, then at my backpack. I do my best to keep calm. So let's give him... He asked for carbon. Let's give him carbon. The warrior grunts in satisfaction, impressed by both my gift and my understanding. They teach me several new words of their language. Yay! We learned some words. Yeah, Doc Intel. That's kind of what the theory is for Light No Fire right now. That Light No Fire is actually a prequel to No Man's Sky. I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay. Let's interact with the terminal. And for anyone just joining us, we're kind of playing through the Artemis storied quest to progress this save along. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open. The logs ready for me to read. This observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station managed by a Gex specialist, a translator. They were accused of questioning things that should not be questions, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant to be a punishment. But it appears that this posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist and events that did not happen. The Gek went out to investigate one such craft at the life signature of the Korvax still on board. They never returned. Is this how Nada and Polo met? Is this how my friends found each other? Ooh. There is a signal on the console, a warning on repeat, 16 short bursts of data. Uh-oh, 16! I extract coordinates for a distress signal. A crashed vessel awaits me on another world. Okay, this is a crashed freighter, I think. All right, let's go. Yeah, look at us running around like a stormtrooper. Okay. Oh, let's get the free stuff. Always get your free stuff. Always get your free stuff. Did we get the free stuff? Okay, I guess we did get the free stuff. I think we got it. Okay, that's fine. Apparently we've been here before. Oh, hold on. What's this over here? What is this? This looks like an abandoned building. Yes, it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of eggs. Hold on, let's make sure we're ready. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Time for bacon and eggs. Let's do it. Get out of the way. Get out. Get out of here. Shut up. Get out of the way. Out of here. You missed me. Get out of here. Time for some bacon and eggs. That's a lot of eggs here, too. Wow. Peace. Give me all the eggs. Give me all of them.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Are you freaking serious? This planet sucks. Ah, you missed me. And the reason we're doing this is because these eggs are very good nanites. Looks like one clip through the world. That sucks. Get out of here. That's right, I'm stealing your eggs. That's right. Get over it. You missed me. Thermal protection. We probably should recharge that. Okay, we got all those. Excuse me. Get out of the way, please. Thank you. Yeah, these are very good nanites. Okay, we have 2 eggs left. Okay.
Falling. Technology recharge.
We got a whole 2 eggs left. Where are they? Ah, there they are. Found them. Okay, is that it? Is that all of them? Oh, we got one left. Hold it. We missed one. Got it. Okay, that's it.
Life support power low.
Okay, we're ready. We can leave now. Yeah, we just had to steal some eggs. We got all of them, right? Alluring specimen. Bro! No, you didn't just hit me. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Hold on. Get wrecked. I know you didn't just hit me. Who else wants some? Anybody else? Shut up. Okay, we're good. We can leave now. How many did we get, by the way? Oh, yeah. That's good. We got 24 eggs out of that. Very nice. That's going to be good for some nanites. That's a good way to get some early game nanites.
Storm clearing.
A good way to get some early game nanites. We don't need that. This actually sells for some pretty decent money, the rancid flesh.
Technology recharge.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go to Nada's crashed freighter, which is like all the way over there. And hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're playing through a little bit of the Artemis Storied Quest. Artemis lives in my playthrough, so I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I didn't have the heart to just vent Artemis's soul into space like a bad case of gas. So no, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. So he lives on in a simulation on the space anomaly in my playthrough. So Deborah says, but my Xbox only keeps planets, glyphs, and not the coordinates for it. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, Doc Intel, that's what it said. It said Polo. It says right there. It says, or Nada. Find the wreck of Nada's crashed freighter. Crashed freighter. That's what it says. Find the wreck of Nada's crashed freighter. That's what it says on screen. It is Null's crashed freighter, but it says on screen Nada's crashed freighter. That ain't me. That's the game. Dan Moore says, just popping into the office to start my day. Be back in 20. Okay. We should still be here. Yeah, that's what the game says. That's not me. Okay, we should be able to see it. This planet is green AF. I can't see anything. Okay, that's another approximate location. It's right there. I mean, you can't miss it. It's the biggest thing on this planet. The freighter is literally right here. It's the closest freaking thing there, man. So Doc Intel says it still hurts because I let Artemis go free. Yeah, I didn't have the heart to do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Storm clearing.
I couldn't do it. Artemis lives. He lives in my playthrough. So yeah, he's floating around his own little galaxy, if you will, his own little solar system in the space anomaly. Artemis wasn't very happy about that, but I think once you tell him the alternative, that we could have just vented him in space like a bad case of gas, I think he would be a bit more understanding. I think he'd be a little bit more understanding. Okay, here we go. Crew manifest. So we need an encryption key. We got to dig up an encryption key. Let's get it. Which we should be able to find. Okay, get rid of the goop. Okay, found it. We might as well go through all of this, because why not?
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, lady. Canada, right? There we go. Oh, you know, we might as well dig through everything here. It might be some good stuff. Now, the question is whether or not all of these are encryption logs. Or encryption keys, I should say. I don't think they are. Let's find out. Deborah says she gets over it once wants to go out, everything in her space. Maybe even find a way out. I think you're right. I think Artemis gets over it.
Radiation protection falling.
Like I said, if Artemis knew the alternative, you know, being vented into space, yeah, I think they would understand. I think they'd be a bit more understanding. Okay, let's see if we can get that from the side. Yes, we can. I hope. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to get nuked in the process. So buckle up, let's go says. I put Artemis on 216 3.5-inch floppies.
Radiation protection falling.
All right. Let's read the log. Okay, it says, crew manifest missing, limited data available. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will survive. But I must die as I lived. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically. Not attacking, just watching. Time passed as the Sentinels did not seem to so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now. We thought. We had been forgiven. We were wrong. Okay. Doc and Tell said that's so sad. Buckle up. Yeah, 216 3.5-inch floppies. Yep. Yeah, let's get through all this. So it looks like the Sentinels. I thought what? Hold on. I got to get another encryption key. I thought I picked up 3 of those.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, let's see. I think there's another one over there. Unless I picked that one up already. Let's find out. That is buried cache. Wrong thing, buddy. There we go. There's one right there. It's funny. I thought I picked 3 of those up. Okay.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Okay, next. There we go.
Radiation protection falling.
Get me out of here.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, yeah, an extreme storm. Hold on. Oh, that's right. We don't have rad protection, do we? Hold on a second. Get in the ship. Yeah, we don't have rad protection on this character. Let's recover that. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I think what we will do after we finish this little bit, I think we'll go back to the other save and do some more starship hunting. Yeah,
Radiation protection falling.
after yesterday's live stream, when we found that one, that black sentinel with the pincers, I was pretty stoked about that one. I was pretty pumped about that one. We found that C-class with the 3+1 supercharge slots. There are multiples of that same C-class on the same planet. So what I would like to do is go back to that planet and mark the location of another C-class with the same supercharge slot configuration. So I think that's probably what we're going to do next. I told Nada to leave. I told them what we already know, all of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me, thousands, 1,000, a million. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door. Error. Unexpected log termination. All right, objective complete. All right, so what's next? Okay, transmit the freighter's log to null. Let's get to a terminus. So, Neil Hurricane says, what? No ugly ships? Unsubscribed. Man, that's wrong. That's just wrong. Oh, trust me, the ugly ship we found yesterday, man. I think we were what? 3 for 3 yesterday. I think we were 3 for 3 yesterday. We found 3 good-looking ships and 3 really ugly ships. I'm pretty sure we found 3 really ugly ships yesterday. It was bad. It was bad. That last Sentinel ship, look, it was disgusting. Okay, so where is the hollow terminus? We should be able to see it. Oh, hold on. We got somebody calling us. It's Artemis. Hey, it's Artemis. I escaped, traveler. I escaped. One moment I was running from them, the stars shifting, terrible smiles within the darkness. And the next I was here. Well, wherever here is. This new world has a sun. It has life. It's beautiful, but I think anything would be beautiful after the months I spent in that awful place. I'm ready to get going now, though. We'll do what we did before, except there will be no shifting stars to stop us this time. If you bring this star chart to a nearby station, I'm sure we'll find each other soon. Uh-oh. They don't know. They don't know. Artemis is unaware of everything. They do not know that they died, that I made the choice to bind their soul to within the simulated solar system. Let's tell them the truth. Hey, always tell them the truth.
Storm clearing.
Yeah, he said, try walking out of the anomaly with 216 floppies in your suit. That could be pretty heavy. Okay, so be direct, be positive, say you're sorry. Let's present the positives. Artemis is pissed. Tell Artemis everything from the moment I discovered their grave to the final upload of Artemis' soul to a simulated solar system. Artemis is pissed. Artemis thinks I'm joking at first, but as I try to tell them the positives, that this simulation is a Korvax relic that no explorer has ever seen before, they just stare at me. They're pissed. I'll never forget how their smile falters after a few more questions. They tell me they need more time to think about what I've said. Artemis is not happy. Artemis is pissed. All right, here we go. Hey, when Artemis gets a chance to fly around and check out his own private, personal little solar system, he'll be happy. He'll be just fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, what's that? You guys are talking about trying to move garbage in a Corvette? Yeah, that's impossible. The game is specifically designed such that trash, garbage, if you will, hazardous waste, or any kind of waste, just falls. It clips through the floors of any kind of ship or Corvette. That's actually intentional. All right. There's no free stuff. Oh, we barely made it. Barely made it.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay, speak to Null. Hey, I tried to give I tried to give Artemis all the positives of his situation. Did he not realize, he or she, whatever, I don't judge, did they not realize that they died? Did they not realize they died and I actually brought them back to life and gave them their own private little solar system? They've got their own solar system. What's he complaining about? It could be worse. Yeah, exactly. People were trying to move the Colossus, so therefore the garbage was not happening. Share discoveries. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler and a single Korvax entity. I chose my words with care. Look at Mr. Lightbulb here. Look at this guy. You think I don't know who the Korvax entity is? Don't be so naive, traveler. Do you think anything you have read is a surprise to me? Oh, well, if it's a surprise, buddy, why don't you go figure it out yourself next time, Mr. Lightbulb? You got Null, the Lightbulb guy here, being a smarty. Mr. Lightbulb. Okay, so he says, but I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know now. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it did not wish it. The freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. Okay. There are countless such places within our multiverse dimensions where things happen differently. But there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perspective, or perception, excuse me. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. We know about the Sentinels, ask about Atlas. Okay, let's get through all this because we've done this before. Oh crap, another supercell. Ask about the Sentinels. Okay. How do you know? I've been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know. Had you seen the things I've seen? It was the travelers who corrupted our existence. It was the travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness. It was from this deed, paradise was lost, so it was all Null's fault. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Nada knows this, but they keep their head in the sand. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Viking cartographer and speak with them. I will translate. Okay. There should be a cartographer on the space station. This is a Viking system. And again, Red Man, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks, by the way. Yep, he's on a space station. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, do you know what happens when a rainbow breaks the law? It goes to prism. Boom. That's actually pretty good. That one's pretty good. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been warned. If you don't hit the like button, the dad jokes will get progressively worse. And oh yeah, they can get worse. Oh, hold on. We got to talk to Nada. Okay, so we got to go back to the space anomaly. Hey Moses, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you? Hey man, I'm blessed by the best, brother. Blessed by the best. As always. How are you? Let's make a quick pit stop. Let's talk to Nada. Tell him what happened. And I think what we will do, let's go to the space station. We'll set up the next part of the quest, but I think what we'll do is shift focus to more ugly ship hunting. I think we'll shift focus to more ugly ship hunting. I think that's what we'll do. Hey, Nada, guess what I saw? Viking entities have a long history. Conflict, honor, rage, pride, and yet so static. Defined by themselves, never changing. Yeah, the Viking are like this game's version of the Klingons. Yeah, what's that? Nada knows nada. Ba-dum-tsh. Ouch. Ouch. So what do we got? Nada waits as if expecting me to ask something else. Let's ask about null. Missing entity is not as missing as they believe. Nada is not traveler entity. But Nada is not young and foolish. Missing entity has their beliefs, their projects, so be it. Ooh, I see some beef. There's some beef between Nada and Null. There's beef there. Uh-oh. There's definitely some beef there. So missing entity is welcomed in our home, but they do not desire it, so it goes. There is definitely some beef there. There is some beef. That is not good. Yeah, Deborah, exactly. Nada's a bad traveler. A missing friend has you do their business. Help if you must, but always discover for yourself. Think about what you do. Do not just follow instructions with your eyes not open. Ask about the Viking. He says, big grumpy fellows, yes. They do not like friendly little gecks. Perhaps they are wise. Like all beings, you will see their value if you get to know them. Okay, next. Okay, we got to go to space station. And I think what we'll do, you know what? We can actually teleport to the space station from here. Why is this thing lit up? Hold on a second. That's not even, don't even know why that's a thing. And thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I think what we will do is shift focus at this point. Let's get to the space station, and we'll set up the next part of this. But I think we'll shift focus back to ugly Sentinel ship hunting. So Deborah says Null is a bad traveler, just a joke. I think there's some truth to that. I think Null screwed up. Okay, current system. Let's go. I think Null screwed up at some point. Okay, we are here. Just out of curiosity, what is the Sentinel? Not Sentinel. Multi-tool. What do we have for multi-tools? Boo. How much money do we have? 17 million? Okay. Not a whole lot of cash, but okay. That's a whole lot of nope. Okay, the cartographer is downstairs. Okay. Let's make a restore point. Alright, cool. So I think what we'll do is shift focus. Let's get back to ugly Sentinel ship hunting. See, title. Okay, so when we last left off, we were live stream Let's Play. Let's do this. Yeah, exactly. Null did a lot of terrible things. Well, according to Null, he's the one that screwed up Paradise. Apparently, Null ruined Paradise. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's another bit of the story arc that we don't quite know of what happened. Okay, so what we're going to do... yesterday, if you guys can remember... when we left off from our Sentinel ship hunt, we found a Sentinel ship that looked almost like this one. It actually almost exactly like this one. So yeah, pincers and everything. What I want to do first... Well, let's see what we have on us. Okay. I can actually put this in my other living ship, so we'll hold on to it. If we're here, let's go to... Yeah, last night ended on a sour vote. It most certainly did. That Sentinel ship was oogly. It was so ugly. We are ready to go, I think. Although, hold on a minute. I think some of my freighters are broken. Or frigates. I think the frigates are busted. Yeah, we got busted frigates again. So we got 2 busted frigates. Oh my god. These guys, the pilots can't drive. Okay, inspect. Okay, let's recall. Okay, this mission was successful, I think. Debrief. So we got a organic catalyst. I don't even know what that is. It looks disgusting. Okay, inspect. Let's recall. And it'll take half a second for us to fix those frigates. The other frigate is still out. My organic frigate is still out. So that one was a 23 or 24 hour mission. So that one won't be back yet. Enhanced enriched carbon. Ooh, that's rare. Yeah, exactly. They went to Null School of Flight Aviation. Yeah, we know how bad he is. Okay, so those 2 are broken. Ah, there's the living ship. Let's see if he got some good stuff. Okay, mine to dump. Okay, so we got some money. We got some more money. And so it looks like we got a whole bunch of money. That's it. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of money. We didn't get anything else. That sucks. Yeah, we're going to send that living frigate back out. Yeah, we're sending him back out. Get out of here. That dude's going back out. Where's he at? Okay, view potential expeditions. Okay, he's not back yet. 3, 15, 4, and 14. All right. Let's pick this one. Living frigates. Here he is. Organic. And there we go. Mind control device. Analysis. And fuel oxidizer. Okay. So we'll send him back out. Let's send Mr. Industrial out because this one apparently is not damaged. Here we go. Perfect. We'll put that in. Anything else? Okay. Okay, send him out. Perfect. And this one is 14 hours balanced. And let's see here. That one's awaiting debriefing. Let's send the B class out. Let's send this dude out. And we got nothing, so good. Goodbye. That dude's out. Yeah, we don't have... I think we don't. I thought we had some, though. Hold on. I thought I made some of those. I guess not. I thought I made some, but okay. No big deal. All right. So next up is we got to go fix our freighters. Manage fleet. Let's fix those, not freighters, frigates. We got to fix the 2 frigates. Manage fleet. Critically damaged. Strange. Okay, debrief. Yeah, we got to debrief first, then we can teleport aboard. Hey, Serious Joker, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? And King and Courage Gaming, welcome. Good to see you both. Thanks for joining us today. What's that? Money for nothing, and you made 2 of each. Yes. How many people remember that song? Money for nothing, and your checks for free. I think the group was what? Wang Chung, was it? There we go. All right, let's fix these things. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, I tested my new car stereos with that song. That song had a pretty decent guitar rip too, man. A really decent guitar rip. That was one of my favorite songs from the 80s, believe it or not. Okay, so where's the broken stuff? Aha, there's the other one. And I can reach from here. Nice.
Technology prepared.
Hey, thank you. Dire Straits. Yeah, totally forgot. I get Dire Straits and Wang Chung mixed up. Yeah, everybody have fun tonight. Yeah, I get those 2 mixed up.
Technology prepared.
Okay, this one's fixed. I like how we're just like walking around on the exterior of this frigate with magnetic boots, apparently. All right, where's the other one? Yeah, we got to fix one more freighter, then we can start. Or frigate. Excuse me, frigate. He says, I like those better than the stupid ladders. I agree. 100%. I totally agree. Okay, manage fleet. Okay, critically damaged. All right, let's go. Fortunately, it's only 2 busted systems on it, so this should not take long. Yeah, I get Dire Straits and Wang Chung mixed up all the time. Because Wang Chung also made the song called Dance All Day.
Technology prepared.
All right, and yep, right there. Oh, we got 3 busted systems. Excuse me. I got to go over there? I do not feel like this.
Technology
All right, that's
prepared.
fixed. Can we reach it? No, we can't. Can we jump off? No, we can't. Dang it. So they're legit going to make me walk the long way around. Bro, that's wrong. That's just wrong. Let's see if we can reach it from here. Yes, we can. Airlock control.
Technology
All right, it's
prepared.
fixed. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, a great song, Dire Straits, Telegraph Road. It's 14 minutes long. Okay, now I'm going to have to listen to it. Now I'm going to have to listen to it. Okay, we're done here. Let's get back on board and get to the next star system. Before we do, there is one thing that I want to do. That cool looking ship that we found yesterday, I am determined to find another C-class with a 3+1. That way I can mark the location for you guys. Yeah, we found a C-class with 3+1 supercharge slots of that one ship. I do have a base on that planet, so this should be relatively easy. Okay, my bases. Not other bases, my bases. There we go. Yep, right here. Medium dorsal. That's the base. Buckle Up, Let's Go says it's cool, chill background song. Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to it. 14 minutes, that's good music. You guys remember back in the day when songs used to be 4 to 5 minutes long? Yeah, a song was 4 to 5 minutes long. Now you'll be lucky to find a song that's 3 minutes long. And apparently, music producers tell music artists that whether a song is 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 3 minutes, they all make the same amount of money. They get paid the same for the song. That's why most music artists today make songs that are 3 minutes or less, because they make the same amount of money on the song that they would if the song was 5 minutes.
Extreme toxicity detected.
When I heard that, I said that does make sense, but a lot of this modern music is freaking garbage, man. It's garbage. Okay, we're here. Let's make a restore point. All right, here we go. Locate dissonant spike. Yeah, when I heard that, I said, that is actually really interesting. So now we know why most songs are like 3 minutes or less. We now know why that is. Because back in like the 70s and 80s, and even part of the 90s, songs used to be 5 minutes long.
Protection falling.
Yeah, buckle up, let's go. That's true. Attention spans have dropped. I think that's part of the reason why. I think you're right, man. So Stuart Laker says that they don't make music like they used to. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. I'm someone that grew up in the 70s, man. Grew up in the 70s and 80s. That was some of the best music ever. Deborah says it doesn't have the heart and soul in it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Most modern music is just, I was going to say auto-tunes crap, but meh. That would be an insult to auto-tunes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Morris, exactly. That was back in the day where there were legitimate bands that made music, that actually wrote music. What's wrong? What's happening now is that AI, artificial intelligence, is now taking over the music industry. Everything's being done by artificial intelligence now. Not everything, but a lot of new music productions being made by artificial intelligence, which has it's got its benefits and detriments. The benefit, of course, is that if you're someone who's not musically adept like I am, because I've always wanted to try to learn how to play certain instruments, but I don't have the hand-eye coordination for it. Something like artificial intelligence would be nice, but at the same time, for professional artists, they should know better than to use it. So Moses says, I'm a music producer. Nice, man. Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. So Girl Science says, music is now...
Toxic protection falling.
Was that cacophony? What's that? Cacophony. Okay, cacophony. There might be one, maybe 2 songs a year I like. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I don't listen to a lot of modern music because to me it's just garbage. This is C-Class. Let's check out the supercharged slots on this one.
Technology repaired.
Yep, this is it. This is a 3+1. Okay, so anybody that was here yesterday, if you remember the Sentinel ship that we found, we found a C-class with a 3+1 supercharged slot configuration on it. So Morris says, I've been playing music since I was 7 years old. Nice. Yeah, you know, I've tried music. Let's back up a bit. We have Sylvia Cruz. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for listening to my voice. I've often been told that I have a face made for radio and a voice to match. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Moses says, I create my own music from scratch. And that's what a good music producer does. That's what good artists do. They produce their own music from scratch. Nothing but mad respect for you, brother. So, Buckle Up Let's Go says, I use Suno, but it's only for making copyright-free background music and fun personalized songs for the family and friends. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down because it's called, what is that? Suno, huh? Suno, okay. I'm going to check that out. Because as a content creator, oh, that's a you. Hold it, that's a you. You. Let me rewrite that. S-U-N-O. Okay. I'm going to check that out. As a content creator, I have to use copyright-free music for my content. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, anybody out there who's just joining us, yesterday we found a C-class just like this one, 3+1 supercharged slots. So there were 3 supercharged slots here. The 4th one was here. So that was a pretty decent find. The majority of C-class and B-class ship that you find will have redundant supercharged slots on them. Some may be variants. There may be some with different supercharged slots, but in general, they are pretty much the same. So what we're going to do is drop a save beacon here. Let's drop a red save beacon here. Before we do, hold on. Before we do, let's reload the restore point. Let's reload the restore point. Yeah, we're going to drop a red save beacon there and get rid of the other 2 save beacons. That way, when you guys come to this planet and you find that ship, you'll find a C-class, once fully upgraded, will have 3+1 supercharged slots. So if that sounds like a plan, cool, cool. Dan Morris, welcome back. So Girl Science says, world music has been more variety. That's how I found out about Black Star Elephant, Nico, and Vinz. Oh, yes, Nico and Vinz, yes.
Incoming storm. Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, we're here. All right, let's drop a save beacon. Let's go with a red save beacon at this point. Okay, let's color. Let's make this one red. Save it again. Okay, let's get rid of the other red save beacon. Yeah, we got a red one and a yellow one. Let's get rid of those 2. So when you guys come to this planet, you'll be able to find that C-class, which has better supercharged slots on it than the other 2 ships. Hey, Moses, thanks for the information, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Extreme toxicity detected.
So Doc Intel says, I went to get that ship after the stream last night, and the weather was so bad I couldn't even see it. This planet does have pretty bad storms. It does have bad storms. Well, there's a new red save beacon with the ship there, so you should be able to find it. Also, Doc Intel, when you arrive at this planet, make sure you turn off your multiplayer. Make sure you disable your multiplayer and disable any kind of invites. Because that can affect whether or not the ship is actually there when you arrive. We just flew past. Ooh, storm crystals! Storm crystals! Give me them storm crystals! Give me them freaking storm crystals. What do you think this is? Give me that. Give me. Give me.
Toxic protection.
Give me them storm crystals.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, give me them storm crystals. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, we'll just pick that one up. Hey, never pass up a storm crystal, people. Never pass up a storm crystal. Never pass up a storm crystal. And because I'm lazy, let's call up the ship. So Girl Science says, my all-time favorite is Enya. I used to listen to Enya a long time ago. Back in like the 90s and the 2000s, I used to listen to Enya a long time ago. I think one of my favorite songs she made was, what was it, Shepherd Moon? I think that was the name of it. I can't remember. It's been so long. I have a couple of her CDs. So Girl Cyan, do you know her sister? Enya's sister is in a group called Clannad, an Irish folk group called Clannad, and they've got quite a few albums out. I do recommend checking them out. Clannad. I'm pretty sure that's either Enya's sister or cousin is one of the lead vocalists in that group. You may have heard of them. I do recommend, if you like Enya's music, definitely check out that group. Definitely check them out. Okay, so Doc Intel, we have a brand new red save beacon for you to find the ship. So you should be able to find it. You should be able to find it this time. Yeah, this planet's got some of the worst storms I've ever seen. Idaho Mike, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Everybody, Idaho Mike is also a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check that man out, show him some love. It's good to see you. Idaho Mike, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Just doing some No Man's Sky today. We're just removing these save beacons. We have a... Ooh, I see some oxygen over there. I see some oxygen. Give me that oxygen. Give me that. Give me. Give me all the oxygen. Give me that stuff. Give me all the oxygen. That's right. Give me that stuff. Never pass up some free oxygen. Okay, let's get rid of this. All right. Perfect. Hold it. And before we go, always grab a free Radiant Shard. Never leave without a free Radiant Shard. Because Radiant Shards are money. Okay, there you go. All right, so now that that's out of the way, so Idaho Mike says, I just started streaming Fallout 76, quite an interesting game. So Idaho Mike, what's your honest opinion about Fallout 76? I'm someone that's played Fallout 4, and I've got modded Fallout 4 in particular. I am going to be honest when I say that, again, because I don't like live service games, and because Fallout 76 is a live service title, retail live service game, I think Bethesda spends more time monetizing the game than they do of writing a good story for it. And that's one of the reasons why I play Fallout 4 so much. Because Fallout 4 has solid single-player campaigns. Hey, we just got a massive donation.
For the shout out.
Hey, Idaho Mike, you bet, brother. No problem, man. Thank you so much for the massive donation, everyone. Let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Idaho Mike, who just beat the game. Hey, brother, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you for your generosity and thanks for your support, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. All right, there we go. I know we had one of our community members ask if I would consider doing a Fallout 76 playthrough, and I said no. My answer was no, and the only reason I said no was because Fallout 76 is a live service game. Meaning that if the servers ever go offline for whatever reason, the game's not accessible. So that's one of my biggest problems with live service titles, live service games. They rely solely upon the availability of their servers for access. That and the fact that Bethesda's hyper-monetizing the crap out of it. Okay, we are good. Let's go. Doc Intel says, I like both. Fallout 76 is kind of hard to get downloaded, but I do like it. Okay, I mean, well, that's an honest opinion. That is an honest opinion. And I know some people are going to like a Fallout 76. I am not a fan because, again, it's a live service. And as someone who's played the original Fallout 4 with all of its DLC and the fact that Fallout 4 has like hundreds, if not thousands of free mods. I'm talking free mods for like the PC version of the game. Even like the console versions have free mods. It doesn't pass the common sense test for me to buy a retail live service game and have to pay for continuous monetization through predatory business practices, if you will. So, for example, loot passes, loot boxes, season passes, etc. If I buy a game one time, that should be it. That's just my opinion on it. And like I said, I'm someone that's played the original Fallout 4, so the whole monetization thing for a game that they released 10 years ago it doesn't really pass the common sense test. Not for me, at least. That doesn't necessarily make it a bad game. I'm just not a real fan of live service Bethesda games, if you will. That's why I haven't played the Elder Scrolls Online, ESO. Elder Scrolls Online doesn't pass the common sense test either. Yeah, because I have Skyrim. I've got all of the Elder Scrolls games. I've got all of them, to include Skyrim. So, and all of those games have mods. So why am I going to spend monthly or spend for a live service game that they continuously charge you for? So, yeah, Girl Cyan. That's just my opinion. That doesn't make them bad games. That just I just don't have an interest in it. I believe in owning what I buy, and you don't own a live service title. So, but it doesn't make it a bad game. They could be really good. So Girl Science says, I don't do any live service games for the same reason. On my channel, not Fallout, freaking Grand Theft Auto 5 Online is the exception. That's the exception. It's not the rule. And that's because, much to their credit, Rockstar Games doesn't monetize. They monetize the crap out of Grand Theft Auto Online, but at the same time, once you get into playing the game, grinding for everything you want is not difficult. It's actually really fun. And all of the DLC content for Grand Theft Auto Online is free. It's completely free. They have never once charged for DLC content. So that's to Rockstar's credit. Again, Grand Theft Auto 5 Online for me is the exception, not the rule. Okay, let's go. We're hunting for ugly ships. Remember, people, they got to be ugly. They got to be ugly. Okay, that's where we are now. We're headed towards the galactic core. Once we get there, we'll span out. We'll like go the other way or something. But we're just kind of heading in that direction. We're pretty close to the galactic core as it is now, believe it or not. That's a 1-star Corvax. You know what? Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Puma Dino, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So Idaho Mike says, only played for a couple of hours yesterday. Pretty cool so far. I will say this. Fallout 76, when it first launched, was a mess. It was a complete mess. It's a remarkably better game now. It is better than it was before. So you're definitely getting a better gameplay experience now. Okay, we're here. Let's check out this one-star Korvax system. Now remember, the rule is that if we're hunting for an ugly Sentinel ship, we'll find a good-looking Sentinel ship in the process. It's reverse psychology. All right, so let's scan the planets. Here we go. So what do we got? Ancient Bones, Miasmatic, Sharded Moon. Oh God. Yep, one fauna, which means that's an anomaly planet, which means no Sentinel ships, unless. Okay, we're good. We're good. This moon's got a ship on it. Let's go. Let's mark it. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, girl science. So ugly it's oogly. All right, let's do this. Let's hit the space station first. Check out the multi-tool. Where's my living ship? There it is. It's over there somewhere. Let's go. So Pennywise says, is it true that you might have to pay to play GTA 6? Because my friends are telling me you do, but I don't know who to believe. Pennywise, as of right now, that's a flat-out lie. Yeah, like I said, that is a flat-out lie. Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick has said nothing about any kind of pay-to-play or pay-to-win mechanics for GTA 6, to include monthly subscription. GTA 6 Online is expected to be the same as GTA 5 Online in terms of its availability. And the only currently recurring subscription service is GTA Plus. Now, that being said, Take-Two Interactive has made no indications or statements that players will be forced to sign up for GTA Plus in order to play GTA 6. So that is a rumor that is factually incorrect. That is completely false. And trust me, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games would shoot themselves in both feet with one bullet. If they decided to make GTA 6 Online, for example, a subscription-based game. They would blow themselves out of the water. They would completely ruin it. So Girl Science says GTA 6 is coming out the summer of 2031. At the rate things are going, you're probably right. Here's the funny thing. Ooh, I'll take that expansion slot. Thank you. Here's the funny thing. Marketing for GTA 6 is going to start this summer. So we should be seeing pre-orders for GTA 6 really soon. Yeah, we should be seeing pre-orders really soon. Yeah, we just found another abandoned system. We got to go sell some stuff, so let's go sell it. William Koza, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Morris says, that ship is so ugly it makes blind people cry. Yeah, the ship is so ugly that its receipt is an apology letter. Yeah, trust me, the ships we found yesterday were butt ugly, with the exception of the one I just showed you guys. Okay, we got to sell some stuff. Sell. We can sell these. Get those out of here. We're keeping the brains. Don't even ask me why. Let's sell the heat capacitor. We don't need that. We did pick up some superconductors. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. Quantum accelerator. We can sell this. Get that out of here.
Units received.
All right, clearing up space and inventory. Cool, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Wrong room, buddy. Okay, here we go. Make a restore point. This is a 1-star Korvax system, so I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful at all. Here we go. I am not hopeful. Okay, that is barren. Okay, I mean, at least it's a barren planet. It shouldn't be too bad. We do have quartzite. It's not activated, so there are no extreme storms. Oh, it's on the moon. Never mind. Yeah, we got to go get mooned. We are hopeful for ugly. Oh, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly ship. Remember, we're hunting specifically for ugly ships. So Morris says, agreed, but you do have to pay, buy the game when GTA 6 releases. That should be the only purchase. There will be no subscription to pay monthly, except for Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, of course, and GTA Plus and GTA Plus. But no, Morris agreed on that one. Grand Theft Auto 6 and 6 Online are going to be, that's a retail game. So we're actually buying the game. It's not free to play. So I can almost guarantee you that there will be no subscription-based service, to play GTA 6. That's just not going to be a thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's not too bad. Let's land. Let's land. Let's take a quick look at it. So close. Okay. Meh. Yeah. This is an ugly ship. That's an ugly ship. I'm sorry. I don't mind the orange, but it's orange with clipped wings. The stabilizers kind of save it, but It's got a jaw. It's got pincers. It's got a jaw on it. It's got teeth. It's got teeth. How about that? It's got teeth. Yeah, exactly. Did it crash through the mountain behind it? It kind of looked like that, doesn't it? That's a pretty cool cave. Hold on a second. Check that out. That's a pretty cool cave, man. I like that screenshot. That's pretty cool. Anyways, this ship is a pass. Okay, so this is ugly starship number 1 for today. Let's get out and take a look at it. This is, of course, it's a C-class. Let's take a really quick look around. There might be some good stuff on this rock. You never know. Nope, there isn't. Okay, this is a C-class. We're going to scrap this one. So before we go, hold on a sec. For all of you weirdos out there that like this style of Sentinel ship, hold on. Let's get some lights on it. Okay, so if you like this style of ship, this is a medium Sentinel fighter with clipped wings. What kills this ship for me are the clipped wings. I don't mind the orange color. I think the orange color is just fine. Guitar Guy 80, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. How are you? He said, Morris said the front looks like an old furnace. It does. So Neil Hurricane says, I've seen better, definitely not worth a hunt. No, this one is not worth a hunt. I don't mind the color. So what we have here is, this is a medium Sentinel fighter with clipped wings, dorsal and ventral stabilizers, and bladed wings. It's got a set of bladed wings on it. The bladed wings kind of save it, but not my style of fighter. Again, I don't mind the orange color. I think the orange is fine. Everyone, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show that man some love. You know how we do it. Always support the odd fan, people. So, yeah, this one is not a hunt. If you guys, for you weirdos out there, if you like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. If you want this ship, come get it. We're leaving. What kind of trash do we have back here? What kind of scrap do we have? Keep the rusty metal. Yes, 5 thruster too. All right, always grab the glass, the brain, and the pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Nothing spectacular. Like I said, this is a pass. This one is a hard pass, so we'll do that. Compare, claim it. Let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. Yeah, this one is definitely a pass. Oh, Girl Science said go into the cave. Hold on a minute. That is this. Holy cow! This planet's got some. This planet's got some huge caves, man. First of all, we got this one over here. That's a big cave. Excuse me, Mr. Praying Mantis guy. Get out of the way, please. Thank you. Yeah, this planet's got some huge caves. Look at this one. Now that's a cave. That's a cave. That's a cave right there. That's a cave. It's even got vents. That's a cave.
Units received.
Nice. Not much for carbon. Okay, let's go. Excuse me. You could build more than a city in that cave. Those things are huge. That's what she said. Okay, let's go. Let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. Like I said, not my style of Sentinel ship. Those clipped wings killed it for me. Now, if this were, let's say, for example, if this were a light Sentinel fighter, not a medium, but a light Sentinel fighter with a single thruster, this ship would work. It would be okay, but it's a medium Sentinel ship. So yeah, this is not cool. Okay, let's get to the space station, scrap this thing, go to the next star system. Let's do it. And thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. You know there's like 1 or 2 people out there that like this style of Sentinel ship. You know it. That's okay. If you want it, you know where to find it. What kills this ship for me are the clipped medium wings. That basically kills the entire ship. As we crash into the station. As we crash back into the station. Let me in. There we go. We crash into the station twice. Also, if I miss somebody out there in chat, it's not being done on purpose. Just sound off again for me in chat without spamming, and I'll get caught up as quickly as humanly possible. Okay, let's sell this thing because it ain't worth keeping. Exactly. 3rd time is a charm. Begin salvage. We got to remember, this is a 1-star system. Now, the class of the system is not indicative of the style of Sentinel ship. That just means that you have either a greater or lesser chance of finding a higher class of ship. That's all. All star ships in No Man's Sky are randomly generated. So this is all RNG based. They're procedurally generated. So there are no 2 Sentinel ships in different systems that are exactly alike. I think that's over here. Hold on. Yeah, we got some stuff to sell. Nope, it's over there. Yeah, we got to go sell some stuff. One of these days, I'll fully upgrade my Radiant Pillar. I'll get to it. I will definitely get to it. One of these days. What we can do while we're waiting, hold on a sec, is... How many brains do we have in here? 10, 10, 2. Let's refine some brains. Because that's good for 2,300 nanites. We got 3 C-class upgrades. We'll sell those. There we go. We got to wait till we get to the next star system since there's no vendor here. Sell. There we go. AI valves.
Units received.
Nano cables.
Units received.
Okay. Let's go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, remember, your like on this live stream comes with a complimentary roll of toilet paper and a free car wash. So won't you hit that like button for me? Remember, all toilet paper is half ply. Half ply only. Where's my daily driver? There we go. We can teleport back to the freighter. Let's go. We were talking about this during yesterday's live stream. I really hope that Hello Games gives us the ability to either purchase or build or rebuild or repair, abandoned space stations. Like abandoned star systems. There are millions of abandoned star systems in No Man's Sky, literally, and I'm not being hyperbolic. And we know that there's a gameplay mechanic in No Man's Sky that allows us to repopulate abandoned star systems. You guys remember the Utopia expedition? We could do it in Utopia. So we know that gameplay mechanic exists. I would love the ability to repopulate or rebuild abandoned star systems. Hopefully that's something that Hello Games allows us to do. Because the gameplay mechanic exists. Alright, here we go. Hyperdrive has no fuel. The Emperor has no clothes. Okay, so we got to make a warp hypercore. There we go.
Technology recharge.
All right. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. Absolutely true. The settlement mechanic might work as well, and it would play into it. Like I said, the game mechanics exist for us to take over abandoned space stations and abandoned star systems. I think that would be a very nice gameplay mechanic. It would also serve as kind of a background simulation, something that Elite Dangerous does, because we got to remember Elite Dangerous is an always online, multiplayer, MMO. Basically, it's an MMO. It's a live service space game. But every action that a player takes in let's say, for example, Elite Dangerous, can affect another player someplace else in the game. So that's what's meant by a background simulation. There's other activities running in the background of the game, and of course, a player's participation in that simulation will dictate the actual course of action of the game moving forward. Unlike something, for example, like a Grand Theft Auto Online, where everything is all separate. Your missions are separate, and they're particular to one player or a crew of players. Everything that you do in Grand Theft Auto is limited to you and your crew. It doesn't affect anybody else. Unless, of course, you're griefing, trolling, or ganking, but that's a different story. I think that's one thing that No Man's Sky is missing. So this is an abandoned star system. There's nothing there. Another one-star core. Okay, you know what? It's another one-star Corvax. Let's go to it. And we're hyperspace jumping upside down. Gotta love it. But that's kind of what I would like to see for No Man's Sky moving forward. The gameplay mechanics exist for us to take over space stations and to take over whole star systems. Those mechanics exist in the game. Hopefully that's something. I thought that said for scrap. Okay. Looking at the title of this star system. That was funny. Yeah, hopefully that's something that they add for us in the future, because the gameplay mechanics do exist. Okay, flourishing. Flourishing. Ooh. Shattered. Freezing. Oh, boo. Freezing planet, fractured, and arid. Okay. Let's mark it. What? No planetary fauna. Ladies and gents, this system is a bust. This star system is a bust. No fauna means no sentinel ships. So we're leaving. We're leaving. Buckle Up Let's Go says a lot of the unknown systems don't have a station at all. Let us drop them in a system we discover. Yeah, Buckle Up Let's Go. Here's what I would like to do. I would like the ability to do. If we find in a completely abandoned space station, or not station, but an abandoned star system, I just found one actually. If we find a completely abandoned star system with nothing in it, what I would like the ability to do is take my capital ship. We can go here. I'd like to take my capital ship and begin ferrying in supplies and components. We could do supply runs to different star systems to get the materials that we need to build a space station. I'm talking everything. That's an entirely different story arc. Get the materials you need to build a space station. Hire some Gek or some Viking or whoever to build a station for you. It is just that simple. The gameplay mechanic does exist for that. And of course, the more material, excuse me, I can't speak. The more materials, but I can't speak. The more materials, I'm getting tongue-tied. The materials we bring in are used to build, literally build the space station. And you've got all of your Gek workers and everybody building the station for you. Then once the station's constructed, you literally bring back the economy by going to other star systems and beginning to trade with other star systems. Yeah, exactly. And Guitar Guy 80, we could use the freighter fleet. We should be able to use the freighter fleet for that to bring materials. That's why we send freighters out on expeditions to bring back materials for us. Use those materials to build a space station. That would be an excellent story arc. That would be a very good story arc. I think it would work. And it's not like we would ever run out of abandoned systems. This game has millions of abandoned star systems. There are 11 billion star systems in this game. 11 billion. 256 galaxies, 11 billion star systems. So that says something. 18.5 quintillion planets. So I think there's enough to go around for everyone. What do we got? I think the gameplay mechanic exists. Hopefully Sean Murray could do something like that. I think it would work. Buckle Up Let's Go says you should dedicate a video to this. You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea for just a concept for No Man's Sky. It would take me a little while to do some narration for it because I gotta do some research and take notes, but that's actually not a bad idea. Oh crap. Another freaking anomaly planet, which means no sentinel ship. Hold on. There is no sentinel starship in this system. We got to leave. Yeah, the anomaly planet has one fauna. There's no sentinel ship on that rock. So, yep, this system is a bust. We're leaving. Next system. But I honestly think it would work. I do think it would work. Yeah, so like right here, this star system is completely abandoned. That star system is completely abandoned. We should be able to go to this star system right here. There's nothing there. We can lay a claim to the star system. Once we do, call up our capital ship, okay? Then immediately send our frigates out on expeditions to find the materials and supplies we need to build a space station from there. And then we could send the same, we could go to other planets and other star systems, visit settlements, and start trade. And literally bring those species back to this abandoned system. These star systems are abandoned for a reason. And that's one thing that the game never really tells us. But I would love to see that. Hold on. We just had a freaking... Hate it when that happens. Up, up, up. There it is. 2-star Corvax. Let's go. 2-star Corvax. But I would absolutely love to see that happen. I think that would be if, and I'm saying if, Hello Games ever decided to shut down No Man's Sky. Or not shut down, because you can't shut this game down. This is a single-player game. This is a single-player game. There's no way they could ever shut the game down. But if they ever decided to end support for No Man's Sky, for example, no more future updates, what they should do as like one final big major update for No Man's Sky is allow players to take over abandoned star systems. Claim abandoned star systems. That's what they should do. But I don't think there will ever be a time where Hello Games ever ends support for No Man's Sky. Again, this is a single-player game first and foremost with multiplayer capability, so it's not like if they shut off the servers, the game's unplayable. This is a solo-player game, or single-player game, which is another reason I love this game so much. Okay, what do we got? Nuclear. Dead planet. A blighted. Uh-oh. It's got 6 fauna. Let's mark it. This is Terraforming Catastrophe. Love the name of that. Icebound. Okay, so we've got 2 planets with dissonance. Nice. A Guitar Guy 80, thank you. Yes. Everybody, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, we got a planet. Let's go to it. If I can find my way out of here. We got to find our way out first. All right, where's my living ship, sir? There it is. Found it. But just a thought, just something I would like to see for No Man's Sky. And at some point, we have to get the story arc for the Void Mother. The Station Override and the Void Mother. We got to get that story arc going. I think that's what we've been waiting on for a long time. Don't fly into the station. We've already crashed into the station once today. We crashed once today. Oof, an ugly shuttle. It's a double thruster X-Wing shuttle. I guess that's not too bad, but it's still a shuttle, though. It's still a shuttle. Okay, let's check out the multi-tool first and foremost. Always check out the multi-tool. It's a C-class. That's a whole lot of nope. And what the crap is this? Of course, the ugly little stubby pistol is a B-class, right? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's probably got 4 supercharged slots, too. Okay. Yes, please. Just out of curiosity, let's take a look at the upgrades. Since we're here, just out of curiosity. So what does Mr. Lightbulb have for us? Okay, toxic, shields. I pretty much have all the protections I need. Underwater, life support, meh. Let's talk to Mr. Multi-Tool Guy. Hey, Mr. Multi-Tool Guy, what do you got? Mining beam, neutron cannon, geology cannon, bolt caster. Okay. I gotta see, hold on. Freighter. Okay, this is all fleet stuff. That's fleet. Neutron cannon, bolt caster. We got 3 of those. Scatter blaster. I don't have any mining beam upgrades, huh? That's strange. Shield. Got a lot of shield upgrades. Photon cannon. Alright. You know what? We'll take that mining beam upgrade. Let's buy that. Slowly building up a collection or stock of upgrades. Yeah, we'll take one of those.
Product received.
And neutron cannon we should have. Let's take a bolt caster too.
Product received.
All right. All right, 2,300 nanites. Thank you. That's some good money. Okay, let's go. Let's make a restore point. Yeah, just building a small repository of upgrades that I store in my freighter. All right, here we go. Just so you guys know, it is freaking miserable outside tonight. It is, yeah, it's raining like cats and dogs. Which is good because it's been relatively dry here in Japan recently, so we could definitely use the rain. Okay, that's a fungal planet. There might be runaway mold on that planet. We might get lucky. We might actually get lucky.
Technology recharge.
And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. Hold it. Man, get this derelict freighter out of here.
Hostile ships approaching.
I knew it. The pirates are butthurt. Yeah, pirates are butthurt. Well, next time, don't park your crashed freighter in front of my ship, sir. Hey, we just got a massive donation.
Might get lucky? That's what she said, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Cody, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Cody, who just beat the game. Cody, thank you so much for that massive donation. Thank you for your generosity, and thanks for your support. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Everyone, Cody is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, and show him some love. You know how we do it here. Cody, good to see you as always, man. Thanks for being here. Also, to Cody and Dan Red, if you guys would like to post links to your respective YouTube channels in chat, you may do so since you're mods here. Got him.
Hostile ships defeated.
Never mess with a living ship. And Cody, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, might get lucky. That's what she said. Actually, that's all she said. That's all she said. All right, let's go. This is a 2-star Korvax system, so let's see if we can find another ugly ship. Remember, we're hunting for ugly ships. They gotta be ugly, so we can talk about them. So we can talk badly about them. They gotta be ugly. Okay, what do we got? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. What do we got here? Okay, this is... It's not a hauler. This is a heavy. Okay, okay. Okay, so what do we got? We have a heavy Sentinel fighter. This is not a hauler. It doesn't have the hauler extension. It's got X-wings, dorsal and ventral X-wing style stabilizers. It's got a bladed skirt wing and a bat wing. And a huge freaking forehead. Yeah, this is ugly ship number 2 for today. This one is a pass. Draco, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you today? It's good to see you. Interesting. Yeah, this is... okay, it is... How is this an A class? This thing is... Are you freaking serious? This ship is an A class. Let's look around, see if there's anything else good on this planet before we leave. Okay, so for anybody out there that likes this style of Sentinel ship, because I know there's like 1 or 2 people that does.
Toxic protection falling.
Hey, Daza Pants, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. This is an A-class heavy Sentinel ship. A-class heavy Sentinel ship. The reason this is a heavy is because of the length of the fuselage. It's got the extended fuselage on the back of it. This is a heavy Sentinel ship. Bladed skirt wings, bat wings, with back wings. Excuse me, bat wings. X-wing style dorsal and ventral stabilizers. Single thruster, I believe. Single thruster starship. So if you like this style of Sentinel ship, and I know there's like 1 or 2 people that does, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for this Sentinel ship. This is a 2-star Korvax system. This ship is an A-class. Located at plus 0.55 and minus 165.05. So if you like this kind of Sentinel ship, here it is. Let's make a restore. Well, we got a restore point. Let's take a really quick look at its supercharge slots. This is an ugly ship, though. Yeah, heavy Sentinel fighter, single thruster. This is an ugly ship. I'm sorry, this ship's ugly. It's ugly. If it had a set of decent wings on it, it would be okay, but this just doesn't work. Okay, let's see. I can't believe this thing is an A-class. I can't believe it. Let's take a really quick look at its supercharge slots.
Technology repaired.
It's got an infraknife. And as an infraknife, supercharged slots are spread out. If it's an A-class, this is probably a 2+1-in-1. This is probably a 2+1-in-1. So I think this one is worth scrapping. This one is worth a scrap. If you guys want this A-class, I will drop a save beacon for this one. But this one is definitely not worth a hunt. This one is not worth a hunt, so we're not going to hunt for it, but we will scrap it for the parts. All right, let's drop a save beacon for you guys so you can, if you want this one, you can come find it. This is an A-class ship. But yeah, this is not worth a hunt. Oh, you guys out there talking about Bandmaid? Yeah, the Japanese rock group, a female rock group, they're pretty hot. They are. All right, let's get this thing up to the space station and scrap it. All right, so there's a save beacon here for you guys if you want this ship. Yeah, I'm sorry. This thing is just, it's ugly. This is ugly ship number 2 for the day. We're 2 for 2 so far. The infra knife, I guess I can yoink this. That way I don't have to build it. All right, let's go. What kills this ship, in my opinion, has to be the wings. What kills it for me, what kills it for me are the wings. Yeah, the wings kill this ship. If this ship had pretty decent wings on it, it would be okay. I think a set of heavy wings would be nice. A set of heavy wings would work on it. And some better stabilizers. But the skirt wing, I'm sorry. Just no. Okay, let's get this thing to the station and scrap it. And again, if you want this style of ship, there is a save beacon in the area. "17 seconds, that's what she said. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please do me a massive favor and hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, so we're going to scrap this one and go to the next star system. Yeah, this Sentinel ship is not a keeper. You know, if it were a heavy with some decent wings on it, I would keep it. Would definitely keep this one. But yeah, this is not it. So Jay Hardy says Mark III. Yeah, so Cody, that was the Japanese band. That was the name of the band, Bandmaid. That's the name of the Japanese hard rock, female rock band. And that's Polska Bob. Polska Bob is one of our moderators. He's a huge fan of Bandmaid. Okay, let's yoink. Hold on. If we can find it. Starship. We'll totally yoink this, the infra knife. Totally yoink that. We got to sell those C-class upgrades. Before we do anything else. And you know what? Screw it. Let's, just for grins, let's upgrade the class to S and see what we've got for supercharged slots. Just out of curiosity. Let's go take a look. Again, even if this thing's got good supercharged slots on it, I wouldn't keep it. It's definitely not my style of ship. This is an ugly ship, so let's upgrade. We want class. Oh yeah, they're spread out. I bet you this is a 2+1. I bet it's a 2+1 and 1. Okay, upgrade. I bet it's a 2+1. Augmentation. Yep. Just what I thought. This is a 2+1 and 1. Okay, so now we know. All right. Switch that back. Standard. Hey, we got a massive donation.
What do spiders taste like? Sukpida, smiley face emoji.
That's actually pretty good. Cody, thank you so much for that massive donation, brother. Everybody. Let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Cody, who just beat the game. Cody, thank you so much for that donation. Thanks for your generosity and thanks for your support. That's actually really good. Supai in Japanese means sour. And that's actually a sentence. Spy is another way of saying spy desu, or very sour. Very interesting. That's funny. Okay, we fixed that, I think. Hold on. Stay focused. Stay focused. All right. The dad jokes got me. Okay, let's scrap this thing. Salvage analysis. A 51 mil. All right, that's that. It's too bad. I'm sorry. It's just an ugly ship. Okay, let's talk to the vendors. Let's sell these upgrades. Talk to Mr. Multi-Tool guy here. Okay, purchase, sell. Thank you. C-Class Pulse Engine. Keep the weapon shard. C-Class Shield. C-Class Hyperdrive. Starship Shield. Bolt Caster. Hyperdrive. We'll keep all that. Mining Beam. Okay. And we'll keep the Infraknife just because. We'll put that in another ship. Alright, cool. In fact, do I have an Infraknife in... I do not. Perfect. There we go. We got one now. Free Infraknife for the hype. Alright, let's get the daily driver back out here. There we go. Let's make a restore point. Okay, next system. Yeah, that ship was not good. So Guitar Guy 80 says, while performing my morning chores, lurk. Appreciate you lurking, man. Okay, back. All right, next star system. This was a two-star Corvax, excuse me. Two-star Corvax. Seriously? Okay, recall. It got damaged. All right, next star system. Okay, so what do we got? We're slowly edging toward the galactic core because we're pretty close to it. It's like right there. Yeah, that system is abandoned. Oh. Okay, that's two-star Gek. One-star Viking. Let's go to the two-star Gek system. Let's go there. You know, if we can find two-star and above, that's fine. One-star systems mean that we have a 0% chance of finding an S-class Sentinel ship. There's an S-class exotic ship there. There are other exotic, or should I say, there are other S-class ships in a one-star system. The chances of finding those are relatively low, but they are there. But your chances of finding an S-class Sentinel ship are 0 in a one-star system. All right, here we go. Mark the location. Let's scan the planets. Please don't be an anomaly planet. Thank you. All right, frozen, radioactive, isotopic, scalding, boggy planet. I thought that said boogie planet. Boogie planet. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, desolate. Are you freaking serious? No planetary fauna. That means no dissonance on this planet. No, in other words, no sentinel ships. This star system is a bust. We're leaving. This system is a bust. That is not funny. Oh, while we're here, hold on. We got to drop some stuff off. Let's go to the storage. Okay, bolt caster, mining beam. And we got some sentinel weapon shards. Let's see if we can store these. Yeah, that's a lot of glass. We'll drop some of that off. That is a lot of glass. Okay. Okay, this star system is a bust because there are no planetary fauna on the dissident planets. So that means no sentinel ships. Next system. Let's keep going. That absolutely sucks, by the way. That's funny. We're still in Euclid, too. I just remembered, we are in Euclid Galaxy, so... anybody out there watching that's interested in any of the ships that we find, it should be relatively easy to get here. This is the Euclid Galaxy. All right, we got a 2-star Gek. Let's go to it. All you need are all the glyphs, and that's it. Now, that being said, the second galaxy that I've discovered is Eisentam, which is not difficult to get to because there's a featured base at the anomaly that will take you straight to Eisentam Galaxy. Okay. All right, save point. What do we got? Please show me some good stuff. Okay, frozen, noxious, ancient bones, caustic, Hyperborean, and incandescent. Okay, tin fauna, let's mark it. This is a frozen world, so let's go. Let's stop at the space station first, check out the multi-tools, and we'll take it from there. We don't want to talk to him. There we go. We don't want to talk to that guy. Screw that guy. And something else that I need to do is visit my mold farms or curious deposit farms to make sure they're okay. After the most recent remnants update, I think all of my mold farms are just completely broken. They were probably changed to metal fingers, and if that's the case, I'm going to be super pissed. I'm going to be super pissed. So far today, we are 2-0. 2 ugly ships to 0 good-looking ships. We're 2-0 today. James DeForest Smith, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So Dan Morris says, did you do both dissonant planets in the last system? It doesn't matter which planet you go to. All Sentinel ships on the planets are the same. The last system, actually, no. I know which system you're talking about. The last system, yes. One planet had no planetary fauna, or was an anomaly planet. The other planet was dissonant. That's the planet where we found that ugly Sentinel ship. So, DeForest James Smith says, in the newest patch, they fixed the fungal mold disappearing on planets. So, are you saying that they fixed the curious deposits disappearing? If they did, we can go check that out today. Because that happens with every freaking update, man. Pisses me off, too. I found a curious deposit patch with like 23 deposits in it. 23. And the last time I went there, they were all converted to metal fingers. I was not happy. I was very angry. What do we got? Yeah, but if you warp to a star system with two dissonant planets, the Sentinel ships on both planets will be the same. Oh, so that's what they said? Okay, we're going to check that out. We're definitely going to check that out. Ooh, check this out. We got an experimental. That's an experimental it's an A class. Okay. Okay, check this out. This is an experimental multi-tool pistol. This is a rare multi-tool. This is an experimental. It is an A class. It's only got one supercharged slot, but that doesn't mean that there aren't more connected. So this is a pretty decent find. Not bad. A class. Okay. Let's get this cataloged. Let's get it cataloged. Hold on. Let's move in a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so ladies and gents, this is an A-class experimental multi-tool pistol. This one is kind of rare. If you guys want this multi-tool, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is an A-class. It may have more connected supercharged slots, but you'd have to upgrade it, so... Not bad. It's an experimental multi-tool. This is kind of rare. And it's blue. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. We got to sell some stuff. Hold on a second. Yeah, we got them ship parts that we got to sell. There we go. AI valves, regulators, nano cables. Alright, that's better. Okay, let's go. Make a restore point. Let's do it. Yeah, we are definitely going to check that out today. Oh, hold on. Before we go, hold on. Before we go, check this out. Not bad. Triple thruster heavy Viper. Hold on. Let's get a better picture of it. There we go. Okay, the only thing that ruins this Viper has to be that dorsal. That dorsal engine ruins the Viper. But it's not bad. It's not bad. This is a triple thruster heavy Viper. Red and tan. Red and gray it looks like. Red and gray with orange accents. It's got the... those are what? Shockwave wings? I would have to ask Ricey's Emporium about those wings. Those are shockwave wings with the heavy boosters on it. This is a heavy Viper. That's actually a pretty cool looking ship. I like this one. Very nice. The only thing that kills it has to be the dorsal. That's pretty cool. So if you like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Not bad. Just out of curiosity, it's an A-class. Hold on a second. Let's see what this guy wants to sell this for. Nice. A-class, 2 connected supercharge slots. Okay. That's not bad. That's pretty nice for a system ship. That's not bad at all. That's very nice. Okay. So if I want it, I'll know where to find it. Let's go. If we can get in our ship, thank you. All right, so folks, remember we're officially on the ugly ship hunt. So Dan Moore says put a new hot rod front on those thrusters. Oh, a hot rod cockpit? A hot rod cockpit would be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty nice. You know, I am a Battlestar Galactica fan. I'm talking about the original Battlestar Galactica, not that 2003, 2004 remake trash. Not the reboot trash, the original Battlestar Galactica. That's why I like the design of that ship. But the hot rod would be nice, wouldn't it? The hot rod would definitely be nice. All right, we have to fly past our capital ship because apparently we're on an unsafe trajectory. There we go. That took forever. Slowly but surely getting upgrades for my living ship. In fact, let's put that in the living ship. Yeah, we'll be pulse driving for like the next 5 minutes, so everybody please sit tight. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. For anyone that watches my Grand Theft Auto 5 Online content, we will be back tomorrow live streaming some more Grand Theft Auto 5 Online shenanigans. Wednesday and more than likely Thursday as well. The Thursday GTA streams are impromptu because they're not always guaranteed. But seems like the community is, really likes the Thursday streams, so I think we'll continue those. Maybe as a regularly scheduled thing. Okay, here we go. Ugly starship. We're looking for ugly Sentinel ships. Okay, that one is... It's another heavy. That's the second heavy ship in a row. Hold on. Yeah, that is the second heavy ship in a row. This I gotta see. Okay, this is better. This is much better. This is a... Yep, this is a heavy. Heavy Sentinel ship, 5 thrusters with wingtip boosters. Nice. This is much better than the one we saw before. Much better. With heavy wing. Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about right here. It's about time. Okay, that's a good-looking ship. That green and yellow, that works. The green and yellow works on this one. That's a good-looking ship. That's a very nice ship. Okay, so this is a heavy Sentinel fighter. This is not a hauler. It's not a hauler. It does not have the hauler extension, but this is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Dorsal, ventral, X-wing stabilizers. Heavy wings with wingtip thrusters. Very nice. Tank treads would make it better, but this is not a bad looking ship. Green and yellow accents. This is a good looking ship. This is not bad at all. It is a B class. It's a B class. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very nice. This is a 2-star. What system are we in? 2-star Gek?
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, this is a 2-star Gek system if I'm not mistaken. Okay. 10 more Walker Brains, I'll take that. We'll totally take them Walker Brains. Okay, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so if you're interested in this starship, let's get a good picture. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Green and yellow green with yellow accents, that is. Dorsal and ventral type X-wing type stabilizers, heavy wings, and wingtip thrusters. This is a good-looking ship. The green and yellow actually work on this one. So if you want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy, the Starter Galaxy. And this is a B-class ship located at 11.35, or positive 11.35 and plus 158.24. This is a B-class ship. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's claim the ship, and this will be a future hunt. So let's do that because I want to go off and look for other ships. But just in case, this is a B-class. Let's leave a save beacon. And let's make this one red. That way, in case anybody's interested, they can find it. Okay, let's claim this ship. Yeah, this is a pretty nice ship. This one is pretty nice. Like I said, if we look for ugly ships, we'll find nice looking ships most of the time. Most of the time. But this one is pretty decent. Okay, so that goes there. Starship.
Technology prepared.
Okay. Okay, it's a B class. It has a positron ejector. Supercharged slots are spread out. But again, this could be a B-class 3+1. We don't know. We won't know until we upgrade it, but they could be completely spread out on this one. I'm willing to bet that the other two supercharged slots are right here. I'm willing to bet they're right there. It does have a positron ejector on it. Not bad, though. Not bad. This is a good-looking ship. Compare and claim it. Okay, I think this one is worth a hunt, so... Okay, so those are not X-Wings. Okay, never mind. Not bad. It's a nice ship. Okay, let's do this. Where are my echolocators? If I can find them. There we go.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Hover Mendoza, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? And of course, it's like over the horizon. Nice ship. This is not bad. Tank treads would have been better. Tank treads would have definitely been better.
Technology recharge.
Not bad at all. That's actually pretty nice. It looks like we have a Sentinel rifle here too. Cool. Okay, let's drop a base computer. And this ship will be a future hunt. You got the autophage just walking around like they own the place, which I guess they do, technically. Let's set up shop. Let's put a structure in. Okay, all houses have a door. There we go. And all houses have a set of stairs and an access ramp. There we go. Windows. And this ship will be a future hunt, so that's why we're setting up a base here. And we need some power. And since it's daytime, all we need is a battery. Teleporter. And a save point, if we can find one. There we go. Perfect. All right, that's it. Okay, let's crack the seal and take a look at the multi-tool. Let's see if we got something good here. Scan memory registers. So this is 1227. Two and 7. Okay, deactivate multi-tool. Let's take a really quick look. Okay, hey, check that out. Nice. It's a B-class Sentinel rifle, B-class rifle with the Gravitino coil. Very nice. C-class with a Gravitino coil. You don't see that very often. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. Okay, that one's definitely worth a keep. All right. So what's that? What's the glyphs? Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's move the ship. Let's bring it closer so we can get a good picture of it. There we go. That's actually a really good looking ship. All right. Let's rename the base. Okay, so we will call this one. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Heavy. Heavy Senti. Heavy Sentinel fighter. Green. Green and yellow. There we go. I was looking for the ampersand. There we go. Green and yellow. Heavy City, green and yellow. All right, perfect. And let's capture a new image, and I'll get you the glyphs in just a sec. There we go. Perfect. Upload. Okay, glyphs for this system are... For this ship, lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Yeah, heavy Sentinel fighter. This is not a hauler. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Green and yellow accents. 5 thruster. Heavy wings. Wingtip boosters. Dorsal and ventral stabilizers. This is a very nice ship. Okay, cool. Okay, let's get this thing up to the space station and check it out. And again, Hovind Mendoza, good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Okay, anything we can yoink out of here? It does have the positron. Let's make a restore point and see exactly what this thing is first. Before scrapping it, because this thing might have some decent stuff on it. Might have decent supercharged slots convergent. I doubt it, but let's find out. Okay, we want to not upgrade, hold on. There we go. Change difficulty to free, because why not? Okay, let's upgrade this thing and see what we got. Okay, what do we got? Okay, this is a 2+2. Okay. It's a 2+2. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not necessarily something that I think is worth keeping, but it is a 2+2. Definitely a 2+2. I don't know. I guess I can hold on to it. We'll revert this back to an A class or B class. So let's reload. Change that back to a B class. So now that we know what it is. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Okay, how many ships do I have on me total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is 8. Alright. Again, if I want more of those ships, I'll know where to find them. So let's go ahead and scrap that one as a B class, rather than scrap it as an S. Before we do, yoink. Starship out of range. Okay. Let's yoink the positron ejector out of this one. Again, if I want more of these ships, I'll know where to find it. Okay, let's see. This is not bad, though. That's a nice looking ship. 34 mil. Alright, so that takes care of that. Again, if I want more of those ships, I'll know exactly where to find it. But I'm pretty confident that I can find an A or an S on this planet, or in this system. Okay, let's go to the Daily Driver. It's my living ship. There we go. Alright, let's sell these guys some stuff. And just as I get over here, he leaves. What a jackwagon. Let's talk to this guy, the Gek with the eye problem. Okay, we want to make an offer. Sell. Indium scrap.
Units received.
Starship AI valves.
Units received.
Subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Nano cables.
Units received.
Alright. Oh, let's see. Carbon.
Technology
There we go.
recharge.
Might as well use it. Oh, we got one B-class upgrade out of that? That is ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Okay, let's head back to the freighter, and I think we have time for one more ship. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. What we did for the first hour and a half or so of the live stream was complete more of the Artemis storage quest, the Atlas storage quest technically now, and decided to switch over to more Sentinel ship hunting. So far, we are 2 for 1. 2 ugly ships to 1 good-looking ship. So that's where we are. 2 to 1. Which is hilarious, by the way. Okay, next galaxy. Or next system, I should say. Galaxy, I wish. Okay, you have to say two-star Gek, so we can probably find an S-class in the system, but it's going to take a little while to find it. It's going to take a lot of hunting. Okay, let's make a hypercore.
Technology recharge.
All right, next system. What do we got? Okay, remember, we're headed toward the galactic core in a roundabout kind of way. In a roundabout kind of way. Let's go up a little bit, see if there's something up here. Two-star Gek Dissonant. You know what? Let's try to find a 3-star system. Let's see if we can do a little better. Let's try to find ourselves a 3-star. 1-star. Okay, that is 1-star. Nope. Outlaw, but it's not Outlaw Dissonant. Oh, there we go. I just found it. I just found it. There was an Outlaw Dissonant system like right in front of me. Where's it at? Where you at, bro? Let's back up a little bit. There it is. There it is. All right. There we go. And the reason we want an Outlaw Dissonant system is because there's a 5% chance of finding an S-class Sentinel ship there, as opposed to a 2% chance or a 1% chance for standard 3-star and 2-star systems, respectively. The Italo system. Okay. That's a nice name. Nice name for a star system. Okay. It's got a whole 2 planets. Icy and vapor. Ew. Copper, facium. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. 13 fauna. Let's mark it. All right, let's go to the space station, check out the multi-tool. You guys know how we do it here. That is not what I wanted to do. Let me out. That is so not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Here we go. Okay, let's check out the space station. Hey, Decoded, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. All right, here we go. What do we got? You know, just in case, there might be an S-Class multi-tool in here, but I doubt it. Boo! It does have an advanced mining beam, so that's a good thing. Not even worth it. Let's grab an exosuit slot. Yes, please. Nice. It says, nice ship collection you got there. The problem with playing No Man's Sky, especially as a Starship Hunter, is that I want all the ships, but you can only own so many of them. I want all of the ships. I want every one of them. Okay, let's see here. Scan for anomaly. Yeah, so far we are 2 for 1 today, I think. 2 for 1 or 2 for 2? One of the, I can't remember. I lost count. I think we found 2 ugly ships and 2 good-looking ships. 2 ugly ones, 2 good-looking ships. So I think we're 2 for 2 today. I can't remember. I totally can't remember. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. This is going to be the final Starship for today. I have to go take care of some IRL stuff. But I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with us today. This was a fun stream. We did all right. We did all right. We did okay. Yeah, the ugly ships are ugly. They're really ugly. That's all I got to say. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, there's definitely a storm going on because I can't see anything. Yeah, I can't really see the ship. Hold on. It looks like we got another heavy fighter. This is the 3rd heavy fighter we found in a row. And this one almost looks better than the last one. Bro. This is not bad. This one is okay. So what we have here, let's fix the angle on that. Hold on. There we go. So this is a heavy Sentinel fighter. This is not a hauler. I don't think. Hold on a second. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, this is a heavy fighter. Heavy fighter, medium wings. Heavy fighter with medium wings, wingtip boosters, dorsal and ventral stabilizers, and a set of bat wings, bladed wings. Not bad. Not bad. That is not bad. It's blue and gray. Blue with gray accents. So Cottrell says, looks like all the engines work too. Yes. All the engines that are available. This is a 7 thrusters with 9 thrusters with the boosters. Not bad. Hey, Girl Cyan, appreciate you sticking with us. We'll see you next time. Take care. God bless to you. It's always good to see you. Take care. We'll see you next time. This is a good-looking ship. Not bad. Let's land as we crash into a mountain. As we crash into a mountain. This planet's got the worst topology ever, by the way. Okay, of course it's a crap C-class, but yeah. This is a 2-star Gek. No. This is Outlaw Dissonant. This is an Outlaw Dissonant system, so we have a 5% chance of finding an S-class of one of these in the star system. This is not bad. This is a nice ship. Not bad. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's take a better look at it. So, if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, there we go. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Okay. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter, medium wings, wingtip boosters, dorsal and ventral stabilizers, 7 thrusters, with a set of skirt wings. Or what I like to call bladed wings. Very nice. Not bad at all. So if you like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Now, this C-class, if you want it, this C-class is located at minus 30.14 and minus 32.39, or excuse me, 91. 32.91. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So, there's that. Okay, so folks, I think we're going to call it here. I want to thank you guys so much for being here today. This was a fun live stream. We did a combination of things. We did ugly Sentinel ship hunting with completing more of the Atlas storied quest. So, very nice. The next official No Man's Sky stream will be next Monday, but if I can somehow manage to squeeze in maybe a late night stream later on this week, then we will absolutely do that. Otherwise, tomorrow, sit tight for some GTA 5 Online shenanigans. We'll be back to the old money grind in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. But until then, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Technology recharge.
And this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone, please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So, also, I think Guitar Guy 80 may be going live in a couple of hours. I'm not sure. So, Guitar Guy 80, are you streaming later on tonight? If you are, sound off in chat for me. If at all possible, if you guys haven't done so, please go to Guitar Guy 80's channel and show him some support. I think he's going to be streaming in a couple of hours. So, if that's the case, keep part 2 going. Let's keep the part 2 of this live stream shenanigans going on. Please go to Guitar Guy 80's channel. Yeah, there you go. Guitar Guy 80 will be streaming in a couple of hours. So you guys go to his channel, show him some support. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. Anyways, thank you guys for being here today. I will see you guys tomorrow for some GTA Online stuff. And with all that being said, take care, guys. I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you all next time. Take care.